What's going on? We're back for another amazing episode of the Innovator Hour, man. You already know I got my guy, Johnny Mo, in the building. Johnny Mo, what's good?
Yeah, what's good? Just chilling.
And I got my guy, Ayewey, up in here. What's
Yo,
poppin'?
what's up?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Hanging in there.
Before we get into the interview, can y'all tell me where y'all from and where people can find y'all on social media?
Yeah, I'm from East Hollywood, but I just been chilling in the Valley. I think I'm going to stay here for good. I love it out here. And you can find me on IG and Twitter at @OnlyJohnnyMo.
And then I'm from Fallbrook, California, and my social medias is everything's Ayewey Music, AYEWEY Music.
Hell yeah. So tell me, how did y'all get into making music?
Like together or just?
Just in general. And then after that, tell me how y'all met and how y'all got connected and all that shit.
For sure. You go for it.
I always did music ever since I was like 13, 14. I was always doing remixes and shit, and then it just turned into producing, and then people telling me, yo, you should go to school and actually take this serious. And from there, I started recording actually some big artists, did a lot of stuff everywhere, and just started connecting and networking with a lot of people, you know. And that's actually how later on, 2-3 years of me actually being in the industry, I bumped into Johnny Mo, and I was like, dang, he's got some talent. We should start working, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much how it's going now, you know.
Yeah, me, like, shit, my older cousins, they said that I've been like writing raps down since I was like 10 and like rapping to them, but I don't really remember that, but I do remember like being 11 and in middle school, motherfuckers were coming in with their raps, and I would just be like, man, mine are better. So eventually I'll start rapping with them, and I already knew even from then I was rapping better than them, but they weren't like, they're trying to brush that shit off, but they ain't doing that shit now, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, and then I just try to like stick with the stew, but then I was doing that school shit, so that shit kind of takes your time.
That's where we met.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we met.
It definitely takes the time away from
It does and shit, you know, it really do. And then when you stop that shit, you're like, all right, this full time, like now you catch up, you actually get to do your thing with it.
Yeah.
And then I met him because I finally got into like a stew that Fam First, where that shit was like cool, it was like family and shit. It wasn't, because I'll be at stews and you could tell they just want your money. They're, you know, so now there's no love. You gotta be love, or you're not gonna be making the right music.
Yeah.
And then my uncle, this fool, pretty much like my tío, had a little shop and shit, like a weed shop. I guess this fool stopped by to pick up, and this fool was like saying he's a producer. And he's like, oh man, hit on my nephew. So this fool calls me like, hey, are you serious about this music shit? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm serious. He was like lecturing me for like 30 minutes, like, dawg, I'm telling you, blah, blah, I work with so-and-so, like, you gotta take this shit serious. I'm like, bro, like, you don't gotta talk, you're preaching to the choir right now. You feel me? But now he knows what's up. Like, every Monday and shit, I'm locked in.
Yeah. That's lit. So when would you say you made your first song?
Bro, I was like probably like a freshman in high school. Like I recorded on my cousin's computer, like literally just recorded the vocal and then laid it on the beat. He did that shit. Yeah. I think he still has it somewhere. It was like one of those where I'm rapping like, I'm so high, I'm at the moon type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's what's up. What were some of the people that you said you worked with? Did you say you worked with some big artists?
Yeah, so recently I was doing a lot for Be Real TV with all of them. So I actually got to meet a lot of people in there. One of my favorites was like when I met Cap G. Yeah. You know, George Lopez was going in there. Mike Tyson was going all in there, you know. So yeah, Nipsey Hussle's one of Nipsey Hussle's engineer, Wizzo, actually walked in there too, and he was tight with like Dom Kennedy and all them. And I actually like felt in place there, you know, because they actually showed me some love. So shout out to E-Zone and Be Real TV. And before that, when I first went into music school, I was working like for Disney and doing shit for Disney and stuff. Because my mentor, Donnie Baker, he's like one of the best hip hop engineers. Yeah. You know, so the first time I was there, literally the second day, Trinidad James walked in there, and I was making beats, and he's like, bro, you need to do beats, straight up. And I was like, what? Like, I'm an engineer. He's like, nah, you need to do beats. You're gonna make money on that. Yeah. And that's where it tumbled in, you know. And it's perfect because now I have like the whole package and stuff, you know. So just working with all kinds of artists. I dropped a song with Rob Vicious. I'm BOE Sosa's engineer and producer right now. I did his whole last one. So like
you guys, they're about to hit him. You guys had $1 million, right? Or
yeah, we're at 700K in a month and 2 weeks. Oh shit! And that's not on no major platform. That's on his personal.
I think he has like a little deal with Empire, don't
he? He's on Empire right now. I got stuff with like Baby Gas, Swifty Blue, Rick the Savage guy.
I was supposed to interview him too, so Baby Gas.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's lit. That's actually really lit. I was gonna say, what age did you start making music?
Bro, my brother had all the equipment, and he was actually a singer. And I went to Vegas, and my dad won like 10, 15K, and he left my ass there with my brother in Vegas.
What
and
you mean?
like
The
he just
hotel and shit. That's how gambling dads do it.
He left me at
know-
the
I know how
hotel,
that feels
and
like,
I get a
bro.
call, and he's like, "Yo, mijo," he's like, "You want to stay with your brother for the summer?" And I was like, "Shit, I guess." You know what I'm saying? And he literally got
What
me a
you mean? He
taxi
got his
from my
money and he
hotel.
kicked you out the crib
And he
shit?
kicked me out of the hotel. I went to my brother's crib, you know what I'm saying? And he had the microphone in his closet and everything, Logic and all that stuff. And he's like, "Yo, bro, you could mess around with it." The first one I did was a LL Cool J remix. And yeah, dude. And then I remixed "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz, and I was rapping to it. I was like in 8th grade, bro. And like everyone was like, "Did you do this? This isn't you." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it is, dude. Oh, my bad.
Like, UG.
But yeah, like I would say, like 13, 14 years old. That's when I actually was like, you know, I want to take this serious, you know, and actually worked my way into doing it.
Yeah. What was it that initially made y'all want to get into music?
Bro, to be honest, like I always just liked the art of rapping, like people being able to rhyme words and like just not the everything is a bar to me, not just like the old school bars, but like the flow, the way you say it, the way like you kind of make the listener relate.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, just like seeing Wayne, bro, how he was living and shit, and how he carried himself, like that's like I look up to him so much. But that just when I would see his music videos, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have all his money, girls around, you know what I mean, like in a little 9-year-old head and shit. That's what I thought life was gonna be. You feel me?
Did you listen to Lil Wayne's new album?
Yeah, I did, bro.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it and shit, but you know, it's like Carter 3, Carter 4 are gonna forever be in his mixtapes. Yeah. I liked it more than Carter 5, to be honest with you. Carter 5 just sounded a little bit too outdated. And I'm like a super big Wayne fan, bro. Like I be telling like my cousin too, he's like just a little bit of bigger Wayne fan, and he hates, I kind of tell he's like, for him, no matter what, like Wayne is heat, you know what I mean? But I feel like he's just kind of sounding older now, bro, you know what I mean? And it's like, at least when Jay does it, he's kind of rapping about things relevant to his age. Yeah. So like, you know, but the thing is like Drake could do it because he's kind of getting older too, but like he said, he be listening to other music, so he's still kind of tapped in. And Wayne, he just be listening to himself.
Yeah. So do you believe that Lil Wayne doesn't know who 21 Savage
bro,
is?
I believe that shit. I believe that shit. He don't know, bro. He's in a mansion, bro. He's smoking. He's skating till 4 a.m. He's having girls come over. You know what I mean? Like he just do. He don't be on Twitter
told
and
me
shit.
That they didn't believe that shit and they thought it was bullshit. And I was like, I don't know.
Nah, that's a Wayne hater, dog. Nah.
He acted like he didn't know. I said, I don't know what he knows. Like I don't know if he's.
I feel like he would want to like give the props if he knew him. Like, yeah, that's a young and coming up.
I don't see Lil Wayne as being like a person who hate on people like that.
Nah.
Like he like Kodak was beefing with him, and then he didn't know who Kodak was, and then they put out a track together. You know, that's the type of person that Wayne is. You feel me? Like,
hell yeah, no off times. What artists did y'all grow up listening to?
Personally, I was listening to like T-Pain, Usher, R. Kelly. The whole, like, you know, when they were coming out with the stripper vibe music, or like I was listening to all that, a lot of Hot Boys, a lot of NWA. That's pretty much it. A lot of MWA, and like how he's saying Drake and Wayne, like when they came out, and the whole Young Money crew, like that was like, whoa, all right, like they were at the top, you know what I'm saying? Like even with the first couple songs they were dropping, you know, that was what kept me interested in all that, you know?
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
Bro, I was just like that Young Money wave, bro. Like being in middle school, like motherfuckers would want to talk to me about atmosphere and shit like that, which that shit, he was spitting and shit, but but I was like, oh, Young Money, you know what I mean?
You got
Drake.
the Wayne shirt on.
Yeah, bro, I had to throw it on and shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Like people always try to put me on other music, but I don't like now when I listen to old school shit, even old school shit, I listen to like UGK type shit, you know what I mean? I don't really like get into old school like New York or LA hip hop. I like that southern shit.
Yeah, like 3 6 Mafia, that shit too.
Exactly.
Like
you
for
know,
sure.
like
3 6 Mafia is huge influence.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would say, what is it like? I know rap is big in the Hispanic culture, but like, what do y'all ever make songs in Spanish or what? Are you? What is your ethnicity?
He doing
I'm
shit.
Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because I actually recorded 3 songs in Spanish, and what's crazy about it is a lot of people weren't fucking with the whole vibe and everything until they saw that come out, and they're like, bro, that's what you need to be dropping. That's what you need to be recording. Yeah. And I even showed him. He's like, yo,
you're
bro,
better
like that's
rapper
hard.
in Spanish and
yeah,
shit, bro.
I just think maybe it's my voice and my tone when I rap in Spanish and everything. But what I'm trying to do is fuse both of them. You know what I'm saying? That way I get both on this side, and then over there they're gonna be rapping in English because they're gonna be hearing, you know, both sides from it, you know. So I'm trying to go approach it a different way, you know, and a part of that too, how you were saying the Wayne, how not knowing people, that I don't really be listening to a lot of new people that are out. So like people that say, oh, this new kid, I'm like, I don't listen to it because I don't want it influencing me. Because I know, you know, artists that listen to all these new artists that come out, and what's the first thing you do? Drop a song just like it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens. I think that's happening every day.
Yup, for real, for real.
Nah, that's lit. That's lit. I was thinking, I was like, because I know like Spanish. I mean, that shit's going double.
Yeah, that shit,
bro.
yeah,
384 million in like a month, 2 months.
Crazy,
Yeah,
like crazy
dude.
shit. I'll be like, God damn.
I feel like they just be remixing like 80s disco shit, huh?
Yeah, bro, like
they got like we gotta do that shit. We just gotta bring it back. You know
like,
what I mean?
Like honestly,
Just
I was telling
sample
him
it.
like Bad Bunny, J Balvin, all them fools, you know, Karol G, Anuel, all those guys are just
But
they're blowing up all crazy, you know, in Latin trap.
you see,
you
but
know?
you're like I could speak Spanish, but I can't put the bars in like how I do with English and shit. I can never like write a fucking hit that quick in Spanish,
Have
bro.
you tried?
I mean, yeah, I try. I could do a dope verse if I sit there and try and shit, but like my Spanish is not up to that level where I could be super creative with it. You feel me?
Okay,
Like
yeah,
I feel
I
like
think-
you could do that shit, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I think the only reason that I got lucky with this because I grew up where in my household there was nothing but Spanish. My mom's been a citizen for years, bro. Like, and the thing is, she never took the time to learn English. And the moment I would speak in English, it would smack the back of my head. She's like, talking Spanish, or you're not gonna go out and go skating, or you're not gonna go do this.
That's
you know,
like my
like,
grandma, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's just, I think it was good. You know, it's for a reason. You know.
That's crazy because my dad is Haitian. He talks Creole, but he was never like that. I wish he kind of was. Though.
Yeah.
I wish I knew Creole like on a fluent level, like.
Bro, so like
still to this day,
my pop's from Lebanon, like he wasn't born here, shit.
Yeah.
My mom's Mexican, so
Yeah.
he never even wanted us to fucking speak Arabic or none of that shit. Like I don't know any of that shit because he that's why he called my brother Joseph and me Johnny. Like he wanted because he thought like that people would like fucking roast us or some shit like that to have like weird names, you know what I mean? So he wanted us to know English and shit, but like my pops was away for a bit and my mom was always working, so my grandma, because that's how I know Spanish, because my grandma, she refused, and she been here for a minute, bro, like 20 years. And I think she do know English, but she don't like, she's embarrassed to speak that shit. So that's why, like, when we would try to speak English with her, she would get upset too. Like, she just embarrassed to say, I guess because of her accent and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you on that shit, bro.
Yeah. What is y'all process like for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs?
Shit, before I would just be like, all right, I like that beat. Let me rap to it. Like, I just want to rap. You know what I mean? Now I'm like more patient with it. Like, nah, I don't want to waste these bars. It gotta be the right beat. I just barely started. Like before, I'm like, all right, like, load it up. Let me just spit. But now I'm like, nah, I gotta wait for the hit.
Yeah.
Like
And
he'll
he actually put me on that shit.
Yeah, he'll have like literally when I work with them and everything, he'll have 4 or 5 songs written, you know, 2 16s, a hook or something, and I'll play him beats. I'll play him like 8 beats. It might be the first or second one he hears, and we're like, yep, that's dope, you know, but it's gotten down to where it's like now it's a process of elimination, you know. We'll record 4 or 5 tracks, and from those 4 or 5, 2 of them are the ones we're actually keeping, knock out the verses, and now we knock off a verse from the other 3 feature. So we don't waste stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but we still do got hella fire ass verses and shit that we're not gonna go in, like, cause we're so far gone and shit.
Yeah.
From that, like, we don't even got the time. We just keep making new shit.
For real, there's like at least 40 songs that we just have on our hard drive just waiting, and we're just like, we should go back.
I feel
to
like
it.
we just started like the rap game today, bro.
Yeah.
Like when we drop this music video, this is gonna be like today is our first day and shit.
Yeah. Shit, I'm excited. I know the video coming soon on the YouTube channel is gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your new project out called 908 Forever.
Yeah.
Why the name?
All right, so like I said, like I'm from East Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
That was like home base, bro. Like that was my grandparents' crib. Like I said, both my grandmas, they did a big part of like raising me and my brother and my little sister, cause shit, like we just kicked it with them a lot. We'd sleep over. We pretty much lived there, bro. Like I lived there the whole time, but my pops was locked away and shit. So what happened was he didn't want us to go to school that area. So I went to San Gabriel. That's why I got a lot of friends out there.
Yeah.
But like I was always in East Hollywood and just like 3 months ago, they finally sold the crib. So before they sold that shit, they came out there gentrifying the whole shit. Like we're out off Melrose and Normandy. They like bought everyone's house, bro. They gave like
okay, yeah. I used to live Melrose and Normandy. I know where that. I feel like I know where that's at.
yeah,
for
like
sure.
1 block north of Melrose on Normandy and shit. So like they started offering everyone like 100 racks more for their crib and shit. And my grandma was kind of like, she was coming out of chemo at the time, bro. So she was like, fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
But afterwards, she's like, oh, shit, I regret it. But now she's cool with it because she likes a new situation. She's like in Porter Ranch now, bro. So
Porter Ranch is solid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first place I live when I move out here.
For real, yeah. She likes it over there, bro. She didn't even know nothing. She been there since they got to America, bro.
Oh, really?
She seen everything. She got bullets in her door and shit, all that shit. Yeah. So she didn't even know what she was missing out on and shit till now. But yeah, so like 908 forever, like that's our 908 is home base. That's where we link up at, all that shit. That's like, you know, so that shit is gone, but it's 908 forever always, you know.
Yeah. What was the mindset when you was putting the project together?
So, all right, man, I was in Hawaii, bro, and I dropped this video. Like I just had
the vlog.
You seen it? So I had this song called Million Roses, and I just did that shit. I knew it wasn't gonna be no hit and shit, but I liked the song, so I just want to test the water. Sometimes I just be dropping shit. I put that shit on No Jumper. That's not the first video I put on there though. And man, motherfuckers were like going on my IG page, bro, talking shit. Damn. While I'm in Hawaii, I'm like, damn, bro, can I just fucking, you know, like enjoy my vacation? You feel me? So then that's why I'm like a couple haters on my page off of No Jumper, probably because they broke, not bottling No Jumper. Like, so at first I was like, yo, bitch, I'm really out here making buckets. Bitch, I'm really out here making money. Like I was just like, fuck these haters and shit, because I that shit don't affect me. And that's why on the second verse I talk about like, you know, my grandma sitting on a milli. She just sold it. She was down bad. She was sewing. She was working overtime to pay that mortgage. And I said like, she beat cancer twice. She a monster. So send that hate that way because it don't bother. Because like on some real shit, like the hate don't even affect me, bro. Like the type of hate I've been through, which every artist is gonna go through. That's the shit that makes people quit. That's why people quit. Like it could be stand up. Like they try stand up on one open mic. They get no laughs. And they feel like, oh fuck, I failed. I ain't doing this shit again. I never want to feel that feeling again. But me, that shit like, oh hell no, wait till I come back. I'm gonna be better and shit.
That's how you should be for sure.
You gotta be like that. Or you're gonna quit. Like, because the hate would. I don't even read the comments, bro. And I tell like my family and shit, like, don't read that shit because I know they're gonna fucking be upset for me. It's gonna kill them, you know, because like. I know
I read them. I read them, and I'm not gonna lie.
For 5 days, bro.
I was replying to all of them.
I seen that shit. I'm like, bro.
And it was funny because a lot of them didn't understand. Like when we dropped the song, I told them the reason we dropped that one specifically, it's not sounding like anyone else in the industry. A lot of people were talking shit. A lot of people were saying all this stuff, and I'm like, at the end of the day, we were being us and we were having fun, and that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? And the way we did the whole process, dude,
it's because they want to be on No Jumper.
They
That's
want to be on No Jumper. So the first thing they say is like, "Oh, promoting trash music, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "All right, that's all good." I actually went, and this was like, "Don't read the comments." I'm like, "Nah," replying like, "Whatever. You wish you were on No Jumper. This and that." I'm like, "Google me, follow my Instagram." I'm not even kidding. A lot of them went to my page and realized I recorded a lot of their favorite artists and worked with a lot of producers that they look up to. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know it was like that. You know, I was just saying that the song could have been better, this and that. I have so many DMs. And I was thinking about calling them up, but at the same time, like, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? They don't know and they don't realize.
Fuck them. It ain't all love. But I can entertain it, though.
No, the best part, what I was telling him was they might be hating now. And what I was saying, too, was get used to us. Because at the end of the day, anyone who's coming up, they got hated on at first.
For sure.
You know?
And it's funny because I seen some shit on Facebook how Roddy Ricch was saying, like, 3 years ago, like, people don't fuck with my music.
Shit. Yeah, that's how
3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. But it's funny what you said about the replying because when people leave comments on my YouTube, all the comments go to my phone. So, like, of course, sometimes, like, I don't really get bad comments like that, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll get comments like, oh, he sucks at interviewing. Oh, he does this. Or, oh, like, anything that sometimes I don't respond. My mom will be like, don't respond. But me, I'm like, nah. Bro. I respond to people. Like, if they say some crazy shit, one time someone was like...
Because we're human, bro. That shit bothers us.
Someone was like, he was like, bro didn't ask no questions. I'm like, I said, bro, clearly you didn't watch the whole interview because I asked all the shit that you asked about. And so he commented back like, I'm sorry. I didn't watch the whole thing. Like... Because he got your attention. Now he wants a buddy. That's what they want to feel special, bro. Because they see you up here. You know what I mean? Exactly. Oh shit, they want you to respond,
flexing to their friends. Like, hey, he responded to me. Look, like,
they want you to
like, oh, we cool. Look at this. He responded like, nah, bro. You see, I don't even count the dislikes no more, bro. Especially when I'm dropping on another platform and shit. those aren't my fans. You gotta assume that's how I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm collecting likes. I'm collecting new fans. Yeah. I don't care about collecting new haters. Yeah. I can have 1 million. It's not gonna pay me. Yeah. But if I get 100 new fans, that shit's gonna pay me one day. You know what I mean? Like,
what would you say is the most challenging obstacle you face in y'all careers?
Fucking getting like people to believe in you, and then just kind of like finding the funds to do this shit, bro. Like independently, you know what I mean? But that'll be it mainly. Like doing it, getting it done is what I love to do. So I'm gonna show up every day for it. You know what I mean?
And for me, we've actually talked about this a lot. Like I have access to certain labels where I could present them something already. Yeah. But the thing is, we're so picky with what we want to show them, you know, and we don't want it sounding like anyone else. And it's just like recently we recorded in the last 2 weeks some of the hardest songs where I did snippets and people were like, whoa, like, where's the song? Why aren't you dropping it and everything? Yeah. And I'm just, not that I'm really scared, is because I have, you know, big OG homies that been in the industry forever, that have gone platinum, that have gone gold. You know, one of my friends, he's an engineer and producer for French Montana now. Yeah. He went gold with them. You know, and he has access where I could shoot him some stuff to listen to. But at the same time, I think what it is so much hate over the years that I told him it's kind of scary trying to show some of the people you look up to your music, because you're trying to see their reaction, or you're scared that what if they don't like it, then, you know, you're not going to make the industry, you know? Yeah. So like one thing I learned was always do it in person. I got to show B-Real a lot of my music, and he came in one day, and I remember there was this other artist that was in there and he wasn't feeling it. Yeah. And I noticed that with him specifically, as soon as he starts going like this, he's fucking with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he gives you your feedback and stuff. So I realized you always want to show people in person and not just email them or send them beats. Yeah. A lot of fools think they could just send beats to artists. Yeah. A lot of times they don't listen to them. You got to make that face-to-face conversation. Yeah.
But that's honestly, like, I don't want to go to no labels, bro. I want labels to come to me, because I'm already doing this shit independent. I cannot do rap and still probably by the end of my life and shit make more money than like one of those. I need a big deal, bro. Like this shit, it needs to be in the millions. You know what I mean? So I gotta keep grinding until my music is worth that much. Yeah. I don't want to go shop around. I don't want to go put music in their face and then, you know what I mean? I want to make sure the time is right, and I'm not in a rush. I've been doing it. I'm patient now. Like,
yeah, nah, I fuck with that shit. What would y'all say is a perfect day for y'all?
You want to go first?
Yeah, a perfect day for me is either I get a new feature with someone that I've always wanted to work with, or I just sold a beat tape and I'm about to either save, flip, or go shopping on myself. And to be honest, like even then, I haven't really been shopping for myself, because the moment I get something like that, it's a reinvestment into music. Yeah. What's the next step? You know, get tied with people, maybe buy a festival band to go, you know, take care of my homies, to meet other artists and stuff like that. You know, so a good day is just making either, like I said, connections, you know, make that money move, you know, or just have one of those days where you just write all this music that you wouldn't have never thought you were going to write that day, you know? Yeah. What about you?
Either like making a hit, or if I could add everything in one day, go to studio at 10 a.m., knock out a hit, go on a little hike, get some money, visit my grandma, go home, have my ex come over, call it a day. That'd be like a perfect day for me and shit.
Why the ex though?
Because she's cool. We're still cool and shit. Okay. And it's, you know, it's easy.
Okay, for sure.
I don't gotta fucking entertain no extra shit. You know, I don't got the time.
Yeah. What can the people expect next from y'all? I know the videos dropping soon on the YouTube, but new music, shows, videos. What's coming?
All the above shit. When we do our show, we're gonna do like I'm trying to do that shit independent, or we might have to like team up, do a fan first thing.
Yeah.
I kind of want to like make sure we get the right artists on there, big names. But shows, that we're gonna do the music videos. We got a bunch of music videos on the way. That's the director right there. He's fucking super director and shit. And we got tracks already mastered, put away, and we're just gonna pick the best ones.
Yeah, we got some hits on there. And adding to him, we actually got some ties where we want to throw little festivals, little shows and stuff personally with us and show love. And then a part of that too, get a big artist on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and, you gotta pay for that artist.
Yeah, exactly. And the cool thing is too, I have so many buddies that are pretty big right now to where I could be like, yo, slide through. You know what I'm saying? Perform something, we'll take care of you and stuff like that. You know. But I'm excited, especially for him, because with all the stuff we've been working on this year and stuff, people aren't ready for that. Yeah. Like, to be honest, and it's gonna be really dope.
Shit, the video, I was like, okay, this shit go crazy.
Yeah.
Everything is like from there. It's gonna be up. Everything is hotter.
I like to ask this question to everyone who comes on the show. If y'all could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Shit, I'll be like a wolf.
A wolf?
Yeah.
I'd be a penguin.
Bro, I'll murder you if I see you in the wild.
Nah, you ain't catching me, dog. I'm gonna slide down a hill. You're gonna be too cold. You're gonna be too cold to try to chase me, dog.
Penguin, bro.
A penguin? Yeah.
Have you guys seen Happy Feet?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You see how they be mating and they freaking dog, for real. That's why.
You might be the first person to ever say penguin. I feel like
that's what's up.
Like a penguin, bro. You got your black and white.
What advice could y'all give to independent artists?
Man, shit, invest in yourself, bro, and don't be blowing money. Don't be like, oh man, I got no money, and then you're going out, spending money on some stupid shit. Like, put the money in the music first. Either you save it or you're investing in it. All that other shit is nonsense. You're just fucking yourself up as an independent artist.
Exactly,
and find a studio that's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, or a producer that's gonna actually fuck with you.
Yeah, my bad, bro. For real, you need a producer that's gonna.
And personally, is what I got to tell people is it's been a long road, bro. It really has, and especially evolving. Don't be scared to jump out of your comfort zone, number one. And then another thing is, too, you're not going to meet these people if you're too scared to actually go and show people what you got. You know, let the music do the talking. Don't go around and say, oh, I'm the best rapper. This guy should have never blown up. I should have blown up first. You're never going to make it with that mentality at all. And I'll tell you, because the moment I stopped thinking that way years ago, that's when everything started happening. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, just check it out. You don't got to talk to me after this. Just let me know. My information's right there. Yeah. You know, and that's the best way to do it, I feel like.
What's that saying that they say when you're not comfortable, you're growing? Something like that?
I know there's a saying, but I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. They said, what'd they say? I think it's like if you're growing when you're uncomfortable or something like that.
And I really feel like that's how it is with this music shit. Like, you got to do stuff that you won't regularly do because that means you're doing something to get you there. Like, and everything new is like, even like me pulling up right here. I don't know how this is gonna play out. Yeah. But I did it anyway. Like, that's one big thing about making it. Like, you got to do uncomfortable things.
Yeah.
And I think both of us are always constantly uncomfortable, to be honest. But it's funny because then we'll call each other and we're like, dude, you're not gonna believe who I connected with, or he tells me, dude, you're not gonna believe what I just wrote, like, you know, and it goes back and forth. And I feel like that's why we're kind of a good team. I feel like personally, because we're always building and we're always hyping each other up, you know, and we're honest with each other, bro. There's times where he writes something like, nah, dog, like I'm just tell me why exactly, or maybe do it slightly different, you know. So producers that just say, yeah, that's good. Or
they don't care.
They don't care. They're just trying to take your money.
Bro. People like, they say they're about this music shit, but they're like, they're not showing up, bro. You gotta be in the studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all times. What is something that most people don't know about y'all?
Want to go first?
In real life or online? Like, online, most people don't know that I got a fucking bachelor's of science. Online, in person, people do and shit.
Yeah. Me personally is yeah, a lot of people don't know I went to school for this music. I graduated early. I had some health problems. I had like ulcers and gastritis. I missed my whole senior year or junior year. And it was either I was going to get looked at like a bum or one of those kids who never graduated. So I actually took a test to graduate early, and I was getting my my certificate and my degree in music right when my friends were graduating high school. And that's one of the things where a lot of people have no idea, you know, and I'm just like, that's something I'm proud of. I actually carry one of my certificates in the trunk of my car. Just because if I ever go to another studio or something, they look at me like, oh, this kid don't know. Yeah. I'm like, I know what that does. I know what that does, you know, just surprising people.
The certificate is slapping in your face.
Yeah. You should have every artist, like dope artist that's known, sign it every time you work with them.
Like, this shit. But then a part of that too is I feel like a lot of artists fuck with me because the first thing I don't do is take a picture or ask for a signature.
Yeah. Oh, hell no,
I'm around that so much. It's like, for instance, who would I say? Or
I don't even do that in public, bro. Yeah. I can't like.
I think if I do an interview, I don't. Like,
yeah, you should. Yeah, that's.
Only if I do an interview, I'll take a picture.
That's
never.
Different.
I would never
bring up to somebody though. If I just like meet someone on the street, I'm not gonna be like, bro, let me get an interview. If like I'll connect with you later, I'm not gonna like.
Exactly, and that's what they want, bro. Yeah. Honestly, because it's crazy. Because, for instance, like when I first time I went to B-Reels and everything, they realized I'm around a lot of that stuff, and I acted like I'm there,
Yeah,
not as a
like
fan.
Don't act like a fucking
don't act
rookie.
like a fan. Don't be. And there's people that I've seen that have gone in there after me, and I'm there working on some music, and the first thing they do, pull out their phone. Oh, look where I'm at. You know, big moves. This is what I'm doing, bro. You're just there to either pick something up or buy something.
I don't get starstruck.
Yeah,
you know I don't get. Dude, I was at the comedy store, and one of the Wayne's bros were there. And he just popped in, and after the show, one of my homies was like, yo, you could tell he did not want to take no pictures, you know? Yeah. I'm like, I was like trying to explain, like, bro, you can't be doing that shit. But to him, it was like, no, like that's what you're supposed to do when you see a celebrity. Not like, that's just one of me. That's just like you and I.
Everybody different. I feel like the only celebrity, it's a few celebrities that I wouldn't give a fuck. Like if I see Steph Curry when I walked outside here,
you'd be like, hey, I need a picture.
I'm like, bro, I need a photo.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
You buy my last single? All right, then we get a photo. I ain't gonna charge you. You're my fan, but you buy my last single.
See, that's a good approach too.
No, for real.
Like when people want to, hey, let's collab, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like, what music have you put out? Like, old friends and shit. Like, what the hell? You want to just catch up, bro? Like, it's all love and shit, but put out some music first.
Like my catch when I'm connecting with someone too is I'll offer them a 6-hour session. Hey, slide through. If I waste your time, I'll compensate you for your time. Yeah. And when an artist hears that, they're like, oh shit, I'm getting free studio time. And if I don't like what he's doing, he's gonna pay me. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to show up, even if it's for a couple hours? You feel me? Like, yeah.
We gonna see.
Imagine they reverse the scam maneuver on you. They're like, nah, bro, that shit would whack. But send me the track though. Their insurance policy and shit.
Yeah. How would y'all describe y'all sound?
Shit, it's just kind of different, bro. It's like that new wave of sound, but I be rapping too, and I be using that auto tune at the same time. Like,
me, I'm a huge Nate Dogg fan, and one thing I always notice with Nate Dogg is he's a hook guy. Yeah. And we were just talking about this, where everyone's just
You've been going to like a hook guy,
bro. Like my hook game is just like on the quickness, bro. Like I just recorded a hook today that's one of my.
He's about to drop an album. It's just him on the hooks and rappers on the verses.
Yeah, dude. And half of it's my production, and the other half is with producers that I fuck with and stuff. So it's cool because I'll work with some of these artists, and I'll be like, hey, I'll do shit with you, but I need a verse or two for my personal project, you know. So I'm trying to do like a DJ Khaled, but actually be able to rap on my songs. You know what I'm saying? Like
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, for real.
What is the biggest lesson y'all have learned in the industry so far?
Man, for me, it's like if you're not fucking working, you gotta be. I'm not gonna be giving no money to no one that's working as hard as me, bro. Like this is now I realize like it's my team. Like the people that are part of the team gotta have the same mission, my mission. You can't have people doing two things like, oh yeah, I'm here for the money. Let me get a little bit of the money, do my part. Yeah. Nah, it gotta be more than that. Cause like I'm gonna bring the money to you. I'm gonna pay whoever needs to be paid on the team. Yeah. But you gotta be 110% in. Yeah. I can't be having you can't be doing your thing. This sounds fucked up and shit. You can't be doing your thing and my thing. Either you're doing your thing with me or you gotta find another team. Yeah. Cause that's like the only way we're gonna do it. I learned that shit the hard way, bro. Like.
Yeah. A lot of times. I think that's big. It's even for me, like, people always tell me they want to be involved in what I do, but then at the same time, it's like, how do you fit into what we're doing, and how can you help? Yeah.
Or you just want a little bit of clout to do your own thing.
Exactly.
Like we're gonna do it together, or we're just gonna do my thing,
I think
bro.
it's more like people want to come, see like what I'm doing, what's the setup, and learn, and go try to do it on their own.
Bro, and how you say that is that's what I was gonna say was there's no second chances with stuff like that. If you get a second chance, you must have done
sold, not told.
But exactly to what you're saying right there, there's a lot of people who approach me engineering and producing. And have you seen that meme where it's a guy building his boat, bringing people into their boat, and the first thing they're doing is trying to build their own boat on their boat? Yeah. You feel me? And to that, when I saw that, I'm like, whoa, dude, like that happens so much, bro, all the time. And a lot of time is their boat sinks. Yeah. And then they come back, hey, let me back on your boat. It's like, no, dude.
Bro. You had your chance.
Exactly.
For my final question, I want to ask y'all, what advice can y'all give to up-and-coming artists who's trying to get into music?
Shit, well, if you rap, write something down every day. Don't waste a day, even if you're not in the studio. You got to, like, sharpen your sword. You know what I mean? And just that's my best advice.
And my best advice is don't give up. The times that I felt like giving up, literally the next day something crazy happens. Yeah. You know, so never giving up and always learn. Don't just think you know it all, because in reality you don't, and you learn something every day.
Yeah. Definitely always be willing to learn something. I try to learn some new shit every day. Before we get out of here, can y'all give y'all social medias one more time so the people know where to follow y'all at?
Yeah, should I look into the camera or what?
Yeah, go ahead.
For sure. Follow me on IG and Twitter at only Johnny Mo. That's JOHNNYMO.
And then you could find me everything on social media. You could go on Google Ayewey Music, AYEWEY Music.
Hell yeah, I appreciate y'all for sliding through the Innovator Hour.
Appreciate you, bro.
We're going crazy.